What's up, world? Welcome to my channel, Loud Journey, with your man Mingo, and coming back with another video. And I'm gonna present this as story time. And I was thinking throughout the day, you know, my pops, he come to my mind every now and then. I wonder how I'll be now that I'm grown, or you know, even throughout my teenage years of coming up, I always wonder how it would be if he still was, you know, still living. And if y'all watched my first video, I told you my pops died when I was 13. So before then, he really was kind of absent out of my life for real, but he was in and out. He was pop up maybe, you know, a couple weeks here, maybe a few months, sometimes, you know, even longer before he died. I ain't seen him in a whole entire year. When I seen him then, he was in his casket. And I was thinking about my childhood coming up, and I was thinking about my first Christmas that I really did remember as a child. And I think I was like 4 years old. I wasn't even going to school yet. And I remember when he came by, it was a cold day, and it was late, it was kind of dark. And he come by, he dropped me off a train set. My mom never got along, they never got along. I never seen them, you know, communicate on a humble level toward each other. And he dropped me off a train set. And I need to say, I am the middle sibling of 3, and I have an older sister and I have a younger sister. And coming up, it was kind of hard for me being a male, growing up, you know, around, you know, a bunch of women. And, you know, my needs was like put on the back burner because, you know, theirs was easy to access, dealing with majority of my family, the females. And, you know, it was kind of, I didn't see it that way. I thought that was the way it was supposed to be, you know. And I remember my first Christmas, and he brought me this train set. And he didn't stay for me to open it, and it wasn't wrapped up. It was in the box, in the phones. I had to break the tracks out and put the plastic off for it. The trains sitting in the middle, and I'm like, man, I was excited, you know, to have something for Christmas. And I remember putting it together. He wasn't there. My mom, she, you know, helped me out, you know, putting it together and stuff. But I didn't have the batteries. And I remember it was, I remember now, the train took 9-volt batteries. And I remember him stating he'll be back with some, so I can play with my train. And I remember he never came back. So I used to push my little train. I was like, man, it was crazy. I just pushed my little train, imagining, you know, kids' imagination. But it was fun to me, but at the same time, I wanted my train to work. And I always thought about that because I was like, man, did he actually give me that, or did his mom? Because his mother, my grandmother, she was real close to me. And my mom always told me he wouldn't come around as I got older. She was like, he wouldn't come around if it wasn't from her. And it stuck with me, but I was like, man, nah, I know my dad loved me, you know. But then I was like, I used to look at he works out, you know, me being a kid, it was always put in my mind to understand that, because my mama, she was a workaholic. And my older sister, she used to do the things of, you know, when we get out of school, my mom, she'll be at work, so she had to go make sure we, you know, set straight or whatever. For me, I always, man, I'm gonna go outside and play with my friends. But during that period of time, I remember Christmas after Christmas, 6, 7, 8 years old, and sometimes there wasn't no Christmas. And my mom, she tried her best. My sister, older sister, she used to get things. Her dad, he was in and out, you know what I'm saying? My baby sister, it was, man, I pretty much had to pick up on that end for as we got older. And I remember one Christmas, I think I was 6, 7 years old, and man, mom, she couldn't do, you know, make Christmas what it really was. So, you know, we just had to hope for the best and hope we just get something. It wasn't no Christmas list or nothing like that. And I remember waking up and my mom, she woke up that morning, man. She let us get our little presents, and it was like one present. And I remember the main thing I got was a checkerboard and a watch. It was a Seiko watch, and they didn't have no value then. It was just maybe you could got it for $2 or $3. And I remember putting it on. I was so happy. I was just so happy to get it. You know what I'm saying? And looking out the window, looking at my friends, they on their little bikes and got their little new clothes on and stuff. But then me, I didn't want to go outside. But at the same time, I was happy, you know. And I was thinking, man, it was some rough times. And I know today kids go through that. And I have 3 nieces, great nieces and nephews. Cause I got an older niece now that I pretty much, you know, had under me when I was younger. My sister first had her, she was 2 years old, 1 year old, and I used to keep her like she was mine. And I was doing my legal thing, but I made sure, you know, she didn't want for anything. And I thought about them days, and I used to think like, you know, what was, you know, people was then, and it makes you think, you know. And as I was coming up through my years, I kind of thought about, well, you know, I went wrong yet. And I was like, man, when my mom was staying at, my mom, she got her first house, and we ended up losing the house, and we had to move to a project. And that kind of, well, everything started detouring for me for as, man, I started getting with the wrong crowd, being influenced, not like influenced to boost up, you know, but, you know, picking up, you know, the wrong way of life. And it wasn't just only me, you know. I like my friends that I considered to be friends then, they was going through the same thing. So it's like we was family to each other. And me being in a house full of women, I would say, I was more, you know, going out and hanging out with the fellas. And what we done, you know, from, you know, kids doing little stuff, maybe a little petty, little theft, whatever, but then we, you know, just kids being kids then. It wasn't nothing, we didn't get in no trouble then. We was, you know, hoping not to get caught going to school, you know. It was a neighborhood thing, and it was more of the community not raising the kids as a community, but it was like we had to raise ourselves. Our parents had to do what they had to do as single mothers to keep the household going, you know, paying bills, making sure we getting food on the table, or a lot of things, you know. And it's kind of, you know, I'm gonna put it, because it kind of, you know, not bother me, because I like, man, the past is past and not happy. But, you know, I think about that sometimes. And I know a lot of people, they done went through something and came out the best, but I always think, you know, damn, where I went wrong at. Well, I was like, man, it started, well, when you first got caught, you know, doing something wrong and you thought you can get away with it. And I was like, man, what could I have done different? I wish time could rewind, but hey, man, look here, I'm here now. And I feel like I became a better man because I had first-hand experience with the mistakes I made. And I feel now that the mistakes I made, maybe I can pass it on to someone else. You know, a young male out there, you know, any, you know, young individual out there that might need some type of guidance, but not coming to them like a guy that's kind of trying to put out feeling with it. Because I know they like, man, they can't be told nothing, you know. I done heard it, I done been through all that. I felt, you know, hey, man, the only person who breathe for me is me breathing for myself. And I felt like, man, at the time of being a teenager, you know, you're hard on yourself. You want to already be successful in life, or I want to know my avenue without somebody giving me the mouth or something like, if y'all get what I'm saying. But my pops, he was in and out my life, and I remember times he used to come by, he'll put money in an envelope and leave it in the mailbox just to not come in contact with my mother. Leave it on my name. He would come to school and pick me up and drop me off at home, but not speak to my mother. And we'll talk. And he wanted me to play football, and I loved it basketball. I used to always tell him. He even bought me the equipment. And I was like, man, no. I was like, man, I ain't with the football. I was like, nah. I said, I'll give it a try. But man, my mind already said, man, I'm gonna shoot ball. I was like, man, if you missing me now, I was like, man, I'm gonna shoot ball. And that was something I always was into. And the lifestyle, I really didn't want to be that way. But being a kid and understanding, man, you wish you had a better way of, going through life, going through school and stuff like that. And it wasn't that easy. And I guess I was one of the ones that was slacking. And I'm going to say slacking because I fell toward more of, I got no choice. If somebody gave me a choice, I still would go with my way of doing it because I feel like, hey man, I can put my hands on it this way. And actually, it was the wrong way of doing it. And it really gave me that view as I got older. But me, I'm looking at, hey man, you done did what you done did now. Hey, you might as well just keep pushing. But sometimes I feel like, if he was still living, what would I be at right now? Well, he would have wisened up and start being more, into being there in my life, to raise me up. Because I feel like everything I know now, I got it on my own, and I know it's a lot of kids now that's coming up like that. And it's hard to, pull them away or, hey man, because I'm like, you being older, it don't look right. But you want to, how can I put it out there for this individual to grab on to, hey man, nah, hey man, you going the wrong way, because man, right now, they making it easy for you, but as you get older, hey, it's going to get hard. You know what I'm saying? And it's just something I was thinking about. I don't know, I got all off the story because the story just going crazy right now, but hey, man, it's some thoughts, I always have. I'm like day to day, I'm gonna have thoughts tomorrow, But it's just something I'm thinking about. What can we do as people, to make some change? I like, man, right now, it's a pandemic. It's like, man, the world is dog eat dog now. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of, not mind blowing, but as we go, like we all know, if you watch the news, if you read the newspaper, you got news break on your phone, or you got some type of notification telling you something going on, and the age of kids now, how it's becoming for them. And right now, I like me, I'm just really setting my feet back out in this world, and I've been out, a little over 2 years now, but I'm still grasping toward it, and I'm still, seeing things and seeing how it was for me back then, and seeing how society is now. That, man, what can you do? It's like it's too far gone. It's too far gone. I'm like, what can we do? Because I watch other YouTubers and everybody got their own terminology of what's going on out there, but I'm like, man, what you can do to change? What can you do to change? And right now, I'm like, as me being a man just getting out, I'm still trying to get myself together. Get my own roof. Get me a vehicle that's reliable where I won't be able to lose it, and get things going. But at the same time, I want to apply toward, making some changes for the youth, making some changes for my, nieces, because I don't have kids, but, for my nieces and great nieces, and, further on down the line, man, what can you do? I'm like, man, if you can just make one difference, man, that's a big difference that you have made. You have did something. But it only takes one person. It only takes one person. But, this more like I'm thin right now. It's more not like a story, but like, man, I'm gonna get better with this. Y'all bear with me. If you feel where I'm coming from, I know I was just babbling, but if you can feel where I'm coming from, just like my channel, you know, subscribe, share, you know, help me get out there, support my channel. I'm gonna leave my little links at the bottom, in the description. Anything is grateful. I'm not asking whatever, but I'm finna keep this going. And man, I would like to hear what y'all have to say. Tell me some of y'all stories. Hit me in the comment area. Hit me on Facebook. I do have a Facebook page, Loud Journey. So if you pull it up, you know, friend request me, what else? Inbox me, what else? You know, and I will respond. I'm like, as soon as I get a notification, I'm gonna respond. And the way things going out of here right now, it looks like I'm gonna have a lot of free time, but I'm still, you know, trying to get things back above level up. I'm back grinding to get myself established. And man, y'all just come on in, let me know what's up. Thanks for viewing. Please like my channel, subscribe to my channel, comment, and share. Peace out.